Walter here, and super pumped to be here at BMX Nationals right now. This is a very, very exciting event. In fact, out of today, some of our riders are really wanting to get to the Olympics. That's right, they want to head off to Tokyo. So you've tuned into a very, very exciting day live here at the North Harbour BMX track. Just been chatting with some of the locals around here, and the track is in great condition. It is really, really hard. They've put a special spray on it, so it's going to be very, very fast today. We've got 4 riders that are vying for the Olympics. One of them in particular you might know, and that is Sarah Walker. She's one of the big faces of New Zealand BMX, and she's here to do it again. But she's up against some other very talented riders, up against Jessie Petch, and we've also got one of our men out there. We've got Michael, who's going to be going hard. He's also trying to go for the Olympics as well, so I'm really looking forward to seeing him ride. And it's going to be a very, very fast day. So as you can imagine, our riders get very nervous at the start gate. That is the most intense part of the race, a lot of them say, and that is because it's just so intense. You're listening for the call, the gate drops, and bang, you're off straight down that first line, and they're all wanting to get that whole shot into that first berm, because if you can get a good lead in a race, it means you can continue it throughout the rest of the track. So it's very, very intense. As you'll notice, if you don't know much about BMX, the tracks are very, very hard.
I reckon we got coming at us 14 boys from Street Works getting it done from the outside. I'm going to say Dormer, the local man with the NZ on his plate, going into the turn. He's going to lead him in. I think it might be Haig sitting in the 2 spot. It is indeed in the 113 plate of Joel, and that leaves Zachary Arnold rounding out the paddock. So into turn 2, back into the rhythm straight. This dude should be able to do this track with his eyes shut, looking smooth as silk. It is Harry Dormer, the North Harbour rider, looking good. The 303 plate of Matthew Haig, Joel then Zachary. And that'll be the way they'll take it to the stripe for the first time for the 14 boys, sponsored by Street Works.
I've got friggin' paper going everywhere, son, but at the moment,
Okay,
racket eyes to the sky.
Get yourselves a perch. It'll be over pretty quickly. 3 laps. First up, junior men.
Don't stand on the iPad, I'll try not to.
Okay, junior men getting their first round done for their national championships. Oh, Tassie Wakeland, the beast of a man, straight to the front. Oh, Merito leapt off the back of the triple. Here we go, pro section time, fans. Get your eyes and watch these fellas do their thing. They are looking good. Oh, Bennett just about jumped to the roller. Here we go, coming back at us. I'm going to say Tassie Wakeland looking good. Speedco sitting in the 2 spot. That's got to be Behrman. Oh, then Merito looking good. Bennett trying to get into his work. The rest of them getting around the track nicely. They're all other side down. That's what we want to see. Tassie takes the first one. Behrman for the 2 spot. So Merito for the 3.
Oh, breathe a sigh of relief. Do you want to do the girls? Okay, here we go with the blended class. The woman a lead in the woman juniors. Oh, Petchy gets the jump a little bit better than Walker up and over there. Walker up the inside though, flies off the back, cuts the grass up the inside. Petchy puts in the big ones to get out of the corner there side by side. Manual verse jump. Oh, Petchy hangs up just a little bit. Jess picking up the pieces behind there. Holly Oldham and Olivia Levens rounding them out in the juniors. Up and over goes Sarah Walker. Petchy looking for the switch to pick it up and go side by side down the last straight. Misses the backside. Jess for the 3. Holly the 4. Olivia rounding them out. The big bangers on the white plates. Alrighty, they get going out of there. Here's the big ones in Moto 1. Oh, Frico gets it in nicely. Bias is a long way out wide. Frico hooks it up. In and out of the corner they go. Bias putting it in. So Frico Diava's in there for the 2. Missing the backside goes Cole McConey, but hanging on to the 3. In and out of the corner he goes. Oh, Freddie McConey hanging on to the 3 nicely. There goes Bias into the corner and 1. The Anvers the 2, McConey the 3, Cotton the 4. Jago rounding them out. Oh, we've binned one. Cole McConey goes down on the last straight. Where's our St. John's? Can we get a move on, please? Those boys are flying. Just straight across the track, there's no problem. Just get there.
Ollie. Yeah. It's going to be fun. It's a good spot. And was that mic distance good? Sweet, Ollie. So you kick. When you see it, it's like. All right, here we are. We're hanging out with Ollie Hannum. You just kicked off the event there in the elite junior class. How did you find the race?
Oh, it was so much fun, honestly.
That's not too good. If we could just let that music go again, please. Might just ease the mood.
So is that all right?
No worries.
Just, no. Sure what was going on back there, but I didn't want to be like. Ollie Hannum. All right, you're lucky enough to be hanging out with me and Ollie Hannum. You just kicked off the event up there with the elite junior class. How did you find the race?
It was actually pretty fun. I didn't have the cleanest first straight. I had a pretty good gate. But honestly, I'm just stoked I got around the track clean.
I can imagine there's a lot of nerves going on when you are up there on the gate. I was just talking about it before. What was going through your head there? First gate of the day?
Honestly, I have a process pretty much every single time I'm on the gate. I want to get a fast gate. It's kind of hard to keep your head fully blank. So I just repeat one word in my head, and that's just fast. So pretty much just get out of the gate fast, get down the whole track fast. That's the main thing I'm trying to do.
Yep.
So just to keep my head clear, not worry about everyone else, I just kind of repeat the same process.
Absolutely. Now, today you're competing in the elite junior class. Now, I believe it's 5 guys at the moment that are in that race, and I believe that there's 7 of you in total because 2 of you guys aren't competing to get into that world spot. However, you're still racing against those guys.
Yeah.
So you're one of the guys that are racing against them, not necessarily going for worlds, but I imagine you still want to put them in their place.
Yeah, honestly, I'll be stoked if I can. It's just, Yeah, because those guys, they're fast, and
Yeah.
they've been, been fast a lot of their life.
I saw you're racing against Taz out there.
Yeah. Oh, Taz. Phew.
He's
They're on another level.
he's pretty good, isn't he? He's a fast
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he's real fast. He's been national champ once or twice.
Wow. And what part of the country did you travel from today to get here?
I came from East Auckland and like Pakuranga, so
Nice. Now, it's a very fast track. In fact, we just saw a crash on the last straight. Tell us a bit about that, Ollie.
yeah, that last straight's pretty technical. I believe the person who crashed was Cole McConey. He's a real fast dude and a really good athlete. It's just getting through that last straight is honestly probably the scariest part of the track.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because it's so deep and so short, you've got to be really stabbing it, especially when you're already a bit tired by the time you get there. You still got to be on your A game.
Absolutely. Now, BMX, obviously it is a bit of a high-risk sport. I mean, depending on how fast you're going and everything, but it's also a really cool family event as well. So has your family been strongly involved, traveling you around the country to all your race meets and things like that?
Oh, for sure. No, my family has been very, very supportive.
Who's supporting you today?
Today my mum's here because my dad's real sick. So, yeah, usually if there's a big event like this, sometimes both of us will come down, but usually it would either be my mum or my dad. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Okay, who do you think is your biggest competition? Oh, actually, today we've got some big names riding.
Yeah.
We've got Sarah Walker who's coming out. Who's another couple of big names that you really like seeing race and you look up to?
I reckon here today, like, I would say most of them really. Like Michael Byers is here. He's real quick. Like a lot of the kids love him.
Michael Byers, tell us a bit about him. So he's wanting to go to Tokyo Olympics.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the whole situation is with the selection, but I definitely know he's a really good rider and he can do on those events. He's really put in some solid laps, and it's just the way he rides and the way he races, it's insane.
How would you describe it?
It's like he will just make insane moves through the corner. Like it's honestly some of the best racing to watch. Like as if you're just watching an event and you want to watch a racer, or a rider in that race, you want to be watching him because he's going to be pulling in some insane moves.
Okay, so Michael Byers, for us watching, what's he wearing today? How can we identify Michael Byers when we see him racing?
I believe he's wearing his red jersey. He's auctioning it for Kai Sakakibara, who's an elite racer in Australia who had a really bad crash over one of the World Cup rounds. So a lot of the elites are doing some fundraising for him for his recovery. So they're all selling their jerseys, their bikes and everything. All the money goes straight to him.
Man, I love that. I mean, when you're all up there at the start gate, obviously all 7 or 8 of you are all wanting that first place. You're all competing hard out. You're all putting your bodies on the line and really going for it. But outside of racing, tell us a bit about the camaraderie and the friendships you guys have.
Oh, everyone's super chill with each other. Because a lot of us are from different parts of the country. A majority of them will be from the Waikato, but a lot of us are from different parts, so we'll get together and, every time before a race we'll have a big chat and everything. It's super chill. You're all friends off the track, but then as soon as you get on the track, everyone's your enemy.
Oh, that's good. And then as soon as you finish, you're mates again.
Yeah, exactly. We'll all just do handshakes at the ends as some support and stuff. Yeah.
That's super cool. Now you're mentioning the Waikato is kind of the heart of BMX racing. Is that right?
Yeah, for sure. They've got some really good support around there.
Sweet. All right, that's all we've got time for right now. Looks like we're about to get into another race. Thanks so much for chatting, Ollie.
No worries.
Awesome meeting you, bro.
Yeah, good meeting you too.
And smash those elite juniors today.
Oh, mate, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Shot, bro.
Right.
Real cool chatting, man.
Hey,
You're the man. Natural as. Thanks, bro. Sweet. So, yeah.
like Lord of the Rings stuff. And
Oh,
they
cool.
wanted me on their team, like one of the video guys.
Lord of the Rings?
No. It's video guy because
Yeah.
they get asked. People approach me and say, "Okay, would you recommend you guys
pass
to make
me, buddy.
videos?"
Yeah, man, sorry, bro. Cool.
They have their own photographers.
Yeah.
So I've been. It's a second meeting.
It
with
sounds
them.
like a cool opportunity, man.
Potentially, like they're like a C grade agency. So
Like
it's
you
not
say, you
like,
put yourself out there, you know?
yeah, kind of crazy. Let's see where it goes.
I can get one right now. I'll get a kid. I'll get this guy. Yo, Travis, do you want to come to an interview on camera, bro? Let's go.
I'll head off anyway.
Yeah, you can.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
fine. Stop for coming out. Oh, let's get a quick photo.
He was faster than me.
Really?
Yeah.
Here, Joel, let's get a quick photo.
What do I have to do?
Jump over here. We're going to do a quick interview.
Come do an interview.
You want to be on the interview as well? Ready?
Yeah, Marshall.
Yeah, with the camera. 3, 2. Shot, bro. Have an epic day, man. Really cool to see you, man. I'll give you a buzz tomorrow about the shoots this week and stuff. It's going to be good. I'm still waiting to hear back from that dentist. You may as well. What's your name? Marshall. We're live? Looks like we're live right now. Yeah. Okay. Looks like we're live, boys. All right, welcome back. Here we are, BMX Nationals, right here at North Harbour BMX track. I'm joined by my man
Travis.
and
Marshall.
okay, Travis and Marshall. You look like you're great mates. Are you racing against each other?
Yeah.
Have you already raced today?
Yeah.
How did it go?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay. What's the most challenging part of the track out here?
Probably the last straight because people crash there all the time.
On the last straight, yeah, we just saw a crash just before, eh? Yep, they're still tending to them over there. Okay, boys, so let's talk safety then. We've had a crash out there. What's the most important thing to be wearing when you're racing your BMX?
Your helmet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I'm just looking out for you guys that are new to BMX. Tell us a bit about your kit. What are we rocking today, boys?
And the North Harbour shirt
Okay, so that's a full long sleeve shirt.
and gloves. So
Gloves. Hold them up
don't-
to camera.
yeah.
Nice. And
We've got pants, long pants. And
they look like pretty serious pants too, like Kevlar pants by the looks of it. And then your footwear, so you actually clip into the pedals, right?
Yeah.
So what do you call them? Clip,
Just clips.
just clips?
Yeah. Plates or clips. Yeah.
Cleats or clips? Okay, nice. So is there anything
You've got
else?
some elbow pads on
Yeah.
and some knee pads.
And in regards to safety on the track, are there any rules that you have to abide by to keep things safe out there?
On the last straight, you have to go straight. You can't move over on anyone. But that's about it.
That's an actual rule, is it? You're not allowed to kind of zigzag across the track?
you have to stay in the white lines.
Oh yeah, stay in the white lines, absolutely stay within the track, nice. Okay, now, were you guys nervous on your first lap today?
A little bit.
Okay, a little bit. Now, you guys are racing in what class are you racing today?
13 boys and super class.
Super class. And for you guys, I believe that means there's money up for grabs, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, how much money's up for grabs?
Well, it costs $30 to enter. So it depends how many people enter. The more people that enter, the more money you win.
Oh, yeah, so you're looking to make that money back?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, now how much work have you guys been putting in for today's event?
Quite a lot. Been training every Wednesdays and Tuesdays.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. How old are you boys, by the way?
I'm 12 and he's 12.
12, yeah.
12 and 12, go to the same school?
Nope, he goes to the school that's my rival.
Oh, so what schools have we got out there today? We got,
Murray's Bay.
And North Cross.
oh, who's going to take it out? Okay, so you guys obviously, so you're wanting to win today. So you're in the super class, right?
Yeah.
So that means that you're not actually going to try and win a national title, but in your race, you are racing against other people that are going for nationals, is that correct?
Well, we have to race 13 and 14, so it's not just our grade.
Oh wow, so you're racing against the big boys.
Or yeah, older people than us, yeah.
Far out, okay, cool. Now, do you guys reckon you could clear that berm gap over there?
Oh, probably not.
That's a big jump, hey, I'm looking at this, so you got to jump, it's a big double, it goes straight into the tar seal berm around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome track. Now, of all the stars that are racing today, boys, tell us, what riders do you look up to out there?
Oh, Michael Bias, he's my idol.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was talking to Ollie just before, and he says he's got an incredible style. What do you love about Michael Bias? He's also trying to get into the Olympic spot, by the way.
He just works really well with us and just nice guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you get to practice with him?
I used to train with him, but he doesn't train anymore. He
Doesn't train with you anymore?
Yeah, he doesn't like do like training sessions anymore.
Gotcha. What about you? Who do you look up to?
Michael Bass as well.
Oh, yeah. What do you like about him?
He's just fast and smooth.
Yeah?
Good guy.
He's a good guy, eh? So he's a lot of fun, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cool. He's a competitive man. He's a lot of fun to hang out around. I'm looking out for him today. What's he wearing again? He's
Like
wearing
all blue and like a little bit of orange and white.
a bit of turquoise. We're going to have a good look out for Michael Bias today. Do you think he's going to win?
Yep.
Who's he competing against?
Like Jesse Colton and stuff is the elites.
They're all really good riders too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. What about Sarah Walker? Are you a big fan of hers?
Yep.
I'm hoping we can snag her on camera. Looks like it's time to go. We're going to get back into some more racing. Thanks so much, boys. Put it there.
Thank you.
Good luck out there. Keep safe. Have fun. Win some money out there in Superclass.
Yeah. Yeah.
live. So you've been watching Skynet. Oh, here we go. We're live. We're doing it again. Check it out. We're with Michael Bias. We've tracked you down. Yes, you're fully decked out in the blue. How have you been finding the event so far today?
Yeah, really good. We had one race so far. So I got first in that, but it's not about starting off well. It's about consistency. So it's about backing that up with the next 2 races, and yeah.
Absolutely. Now, today's, actually, we were just chatting about that off camera just a moment ago. So in BMX, I'm guessing one of the most important things is getting a good start, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's getting a good start, but you were just saying that, you know, your starts aren't always the best. So you obviously make up for it in other places. Where would you say you make up for it?
Yeah, I think the starts, like, it comes down to the physical attributes, so how strong you are, how fast you are, and obviously technical as well, but my strength is sort of my technical ability and the racecraft, so around the track, picking the right lines and staying smooth.
Yeah, I was just chatting to some young boys just a moment ago, and they were just saying they love your style. They think you're so good around the corners. That's exactly what they were saying about you.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I was sort of born with, I think. I don't think you can train it. It was just natural, yeah.
What, your style out there?
No, my corner ability, like picking where to go in the corners and, yeah, sort of adjusting where I am to the other guys. And
absolutely. So you're saying a lot of things change for you when you hit that first corner. You may not get the whole shot,
yep.
But you actually come out of that first corner, first place quite often.
Oh, sometimes, yeah. Overseas at those World Cups, I mean, it's harder. There's so many quicker guys down that first straight, but yeah, I try and do my best.
Okay, tell us a bit about like what today means for you. If you do well today, what does that mean?
Well, it's the national championships. Who doesn't want to be the fastest in New Zealand? So that means the world for me. I'm a proud Kiwi, and I want to be able to call myself national champ.
Absolutely. And you've got your eyes on the Olympics?
I've spoken about it before. I mean, the Olympics is extra motivation. I've done BMX since I was 3 years old, and it wasn't an Olympic sport back then, so I had to get to 15, 16 just off the love of BMX before it was even in the Olympics. So it's extra motivation, and yeah, I want to go one day, but if I'm fast enough, I'll go. If I'm not, I'm not. So
that's so cool. You do it because you love it. So tell us a bit about that, man. What do you love about it? Do you love the community? You love the support you get from your family? You love winning? You love, obviously, getting fit? You love the endorphins? Tell us a bit about what you love about BMX and what it means to you.
Yeah, BMX is so cool. I mean, you don't really understand it unless you come down to an event like this where it's just family orientated, so many kids are involved, the kids can mix and mingle with the pros, and I love that, but then winning, that's why I do it. Lining up in the gate with 7 other guys and being able to beat them to that finish, it gives you such a good feeling, and yeah, striving to be better, and yeah, I just love everything about our sport.
So you're obviously a very competitive person.
Yeah, in everything.
In everything?
Everything.
Oh, wow.
It's probably not a good trait to have, but...
No, I think it is. I think it's a really cool thing. I mean, look at how much inspiration you're providing to other people out here. Now, let's talk a little bit about training off the track, okay? So, how old are you, by the way?
25.
25. Now, it's not just training on the track that you do it in the gym. You have a coach. Tell us about that.
Yep. BMXers are actually really all-round athletes. I mean, in the gym we're strong core, upper body, legs. So a lot of time in the gym, sprints on the road, just to improve that leg speed and leg strength.
What do you do, like 100-meter sprints, just gunning for it out on the road?
No, you'd see on the track, we only pedal for about 20, 30 metres at a time, and then we're pausing for jumps, so we try and replicate that on the road, so we might sprint for 20 metres or 8 pedals, or it changes, yeah.
Gotcha, and we all know that legs are obviously extremely important, you've got to have those explosive, but you're talking about the full body. What are the other parts of the body that are quite important in BMX racing?
Yeah, like I said, it's like an all-round physical sport, so we need our legs to pedal, obviously our hands to hold onto the handlebars, and then our core to sort of balance our body out. So I think it's very all-rounded. Obviously your legs are probably the main thing, getting out that gate.
Yeah. Now I've been chatting to a few people about today's track. Tell us, what do you find the most challenging parts of it? Is it the big triple at the start? Is it the gate? Is it the last straight, which is quite technical? What do you find the top 2 most challenging parts of today's track?
Yeah, like you said, it's really technical, this track. So I find probably the most difficult is having a smooth lap, like everything combined, just staying smooth, not coming up short or going too far on any jumps. And it's so easy to push too hard with the adrenaline. You can feel the guys around you, and you just got to stay smooth and not make any mistakes.
Do you find that, sometimes, I guess you're kind of used to it now, but in a high pressure situation, does just everything just go out the window and you find you're just riding fast and you're overshooting things and things like that?
Yeah, you put in pedals where you never have before, and
And you're like, why did I do that?
exactly. And but no, it's about staying calm. I think I race best when I'm calm, cool, and collected. So
Wow.
everyone's different. Some people need to get hyped up, and
Yeah. You don't want to be too jittery though and like overshoot the start gate. And
no, especially on. I'm not sure if you guys have got a video of the start gate. We're basically waiting for that red light, so you can't anticipate it. You can't go too early. It's a bit like the start of a sprint, waiting for that gun.
What do you mean? The timing's different because it normally goes riders ready after the beat. Is it different?
So as soon as it says watch the gate is 0.5 of a second to 3 seconds the lights can go. So it's different
you
every
don't
time.
know?
No.
Oh wow!
So it's all about staying cool and just relaxing because you can't do anything. You can't go before that gate. So that's a tricky thing. Like when the pressure's on, you know you've got to get out in front of that guy next to you. You've just got to stay calm and.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Is this a new thing doing that with the gate, or is that common now?
I think it came in 2006, I think. But before that, it was a standard call. It would go every time, and people started anticipating it. Where, the new gate call sort of brings a different aspect to it.
Wow, super excited. Okay, looks like we've got to go into our next race. So cool chatting with you, Michael. Good luck out there today, man. We're going to be watching you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Oh, look at the. Here we go. Got the family out here today. BMX is a family sport, so we've got Jason here, and we've got Travis, and Caden. Caleb. Okay, Travis, Caleb, and Jason over here. You're all one family, is that right?
No, Caleb is my son, but Travis is a part of the club here. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, BMX, I know that for me and my family, we used to have picnics on a Saturday down at the BMX track, always brought our family together. How did your family get involved?
Caleb really loves anything to do with cycling or anything to do with, I suppose, craziness. So BMX is a natural fit, but we saw the track being built, and we came down and tried one day, and he's been here for a year since then, loves it, talks nothing but BMX, skateboards, riding, you name it. He's into everything around on a bike, eh, bud?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What about the rest of the family? You got any other kids, or is your partner into it?
Yeah, my older son Elijah, he rides as well. So he's a little bit less, aggressive on the track, but he loves the sport and loves getting down and having a good time.
Fantastic. All right, so Caleb, have you been out for a race today yet?
Yes,
How did it go, man?
good.
Yeah, it went good? So it sounds like you were really excited when you saw the track being built out here. Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Okay, now have you had a race today?
Yes.
All right, tell us, what happened in your race? Did you go all the way down the start hill? Did you make it to the end with a clean finish? What happened?
I came third.
Oh, nice. Okay, give me some knuckles. What a champion, man. That's pretty cool. Do you want to yell out, I'm a champion?
I'm a champion.
Hold your hands up and say it.
I'm a champion.
Yeah, okay, now you're going to try and win your next race?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, you are. That's fantastic, mate. All right, who else we got around here? Oh, you! My man, what's your name, brother?
Luke.
Luke with the cool hair. Now, I was watching you because last week, where were you racing?
Sunset Coast.
Yeah, that's out the back of Pukekohe, South Auckland, and you were doing such a good job out there, Luke. Now, how long have you been riding your bike for?
6.5 years.
And where are you based?
Cambridge.
That's right, the heart of BMX here in New Zealand. You've obviously travelled around a lot with your BMX. Where has BMX taken you around the world?
I've been to all the continents apart from Africa for the World Champs.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Man, that is pretty cool. All the continents. And how old are you, Luke?
11.
He's 11 years old. He's done a lot more travelling than I have. That's just another really cool thing about the sport as well, is that it can take you all around the world. You must have met some pretty cool people.
Yeah, I've got friends on Instagram from Bolivia, Australia, England, and America and stuff.
Gee, that's so cool, man. Okay, now today, are you racing in the Superclass or the Nationals?
Superclass. Nationals are in like
3 weeks or something.
For your age division, yeah, gotcha. So super class, so you're hoping to win some money then?
Yeah, yesterday was a pyro, so I got some money from there so I could get some cash.
Well, come on, tell us, how much money did you make riding your BMX yesterday? Better than a paper run, I imagine.
$130.
130 bucks! Man, that's way more than a paper run. Good work, 12 years old. You've already turned it into a professional career.
Semi-pro.
Semi-pro, man, that's super cool. Great chatting with you, Luke. Who else wants to have a chat? Get over here if you want to chat, boys. Come on, let's get to know the locals. All right, what's your name, sir?
I'm Max.
We've got Max over here. Give it up for Max, everybody. Yeah, Max. All right, Max, have you raced today?
Yeah, I've done one race, except I flipped on the gate.
You flipped on the gate. Hang on. What do you mean you flipped on the gate? Like you did a front flip, you did a back flip?
I snapped too early and flung over the gate.
Really? And did you slide down the hill or what?
No, I just flipped over and stayed there.
Oh, okay, you just stayed there. Oh, that's good, man. So when that happens, do you keep going or do you just go, nah, stuff this?
You just quickly go because today it's about times, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, no, I love that, man. Even though you had a bad start, you just kept on going. That's fantastic. And what part of the country are you from?
This is actually my home track.
Oh, good. Oh, you got a bit of an advantage then. But I know that it's really hard with that start gate. I was just talking to Michael before. You know Michael? Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're a big fan of his?
He used to be my trainer.
No way. That's awesome, man. Well, he was just saying that the timing's really hard to predict with when the gate's going to drop. So it sounds like you had a challenge with that.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with the next one, because now you know, man. All right, who else would like to have a chat? All right, come on over then, man. All right, what's your name?
My name's Sam.
We've got Sam over here. Give it up for Sam. Woo, yeah, Sam. All right, so Sam, have you had a race today?
Yeah, but I crashed.
Oh, wow. Okay, tell us about that crash.
I was coming out on the gate, but then I went on the second jump. My bike went like this, but then people say my bike roly-polied.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you look like you're absolutely fine. Are you sore anywhere? Are you all good?
My arm sore, my armpit sore.
I think BMX builds warriors, man. You're a tough guy. Good on you, man. Who else wants to have a quick chat, eh? You in the pink. Let's get you on camera. Look at this. I love it. He's even got pink rims on his bike. He's got the pink outfit. Whose idea was it to get this epic outfit?
Me.
Own it, brother. I love it. Okay, what's your name, my man?
Dallas.
Dallas. Where are you from? Texas?
Cambridge.
Cambridge, okay. Middle of the North Island. Home of BMX in New Zealand. What's your favourite track, Dallas?
Probably North Harbour.
Oh, you love this one? Oh, yeah? Nice. So did you get a few warm-up laps in before the day, or when did you come out?
I came like before practice just ended.
Nice. Okay, now what are some of your highlights of the event? Is there anyone that you're really looking forward to watching race, or you're looking forward to a certain race?
Nah.
No, you telling me you just love the whole thing? Fantastic. All right, who else wants to have a yarn? Good on you, mate. All right, jump over then. It's pretty cool. We've got quite a crowd around here. Okay, well, bit of sun there. What's your name, brother?
Sam.
We've got Sam over here. How long have you been riding BMX?
5, 6. 5.
Since you were 5?
No, 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years?
Yeah.
Far out, that's pretty decent, man. And what's something you really love about the sport?
Probably that you can meet, like you can go anywhere and you can never predict if you're going to do good or not.
True. What? So you're saying sometimes you're going to place first, sometimes you're going to place last. It's just really unpredictable.
Yeah, like you can never predict how you're going to do on the gate. You can never predict everything.
Yeah, I can imagine that makes it really exciting.
Yeah, it's actually quite fun when you can't predict what you're going to do.
Absolutely, man. You just got to get out there, keep your head clear, and have a bunch of fun, hey?
Yeah.
Have you already raced today?
Yeah, I've done one race and then I'm just waiting for super class, waiting for them to transfer over the.
He's racing for that money. Come on. Okay, so how was your race that you've already had today? How'd it go?
I got second.
Ooh, nice.
It was pretty good.
Yeah?
My foot was like bent on the pedal, so I had my
Okay.
foot on an angle.
Oh, you had it out the side?
Yeah, I had it like that.
Was that on the start gate?
Yeah, like all the way until I got to the first corner.
Ooh, gee, but you still got second. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Nice work, mate. Did you how were you placed sort of on that first straight? Were you coming second the whole way or what?
Yeah, I was coming second the whole way. Probably at the start I might have been around in third and second, or maybe for a split second first and then back into second and third. And then I'm quite surprised on the last that no one actually caught me.
Wow, nice. Now, you know we've got Sarah Walker out here today, eh?
No.
No, Sarah Walker's here. She's an have you heard of her before?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you know she's raced BMX at the Olympics?
Yes.
Mate, you got to keep an eye out for her. She's dressed in sort of Superman colours, red and blue. She's floating around. I'm really hoping we can snag an interview with her. She's such a cool woman. Her mum Sue's here as well. Does your mum give you a lot of support?
Yeah.
Yeah? Anybody else in your family ride BMX? Oh, you do? Oh, Thomas? Come over, Thomas. All right. Get out of here. Bit of family rivalry. So, hang on. Wait, how old are you again?
I'm 11.
And you're?
12, turning 13.
12, turning 13, so about a year and a half apart. Tell us about this. What do we got here?
It's a neck brace. It's basically meant to stop you from breaking your neck.
Fantastic. I'm glad you're rocking that today, Thomas. So you've had a race today?
Yeah.
How'd it go, man?
Good. I got second. I was winning for the first straight, but then on the corner I got pushed up.
A lot of seconds in this family, eh? A lot of seconds, eh? Now, wait, where did you say you guys are from? Is this your local track?
Yeah.
Nice. So you guys, do you think that gives you a bit of an advantage, the fact that you race here every single week?
Yes.
Yeah, it certainly does. What do you think about the conditions today, the weather, the light, the track?
The track's definitely in good shape.
Like, has it been groomed especially for today, do you think?
I don't think so. I think they just kept it how it normally is.
Gotcha. I heard they've put like a really intense spray on it though to harden the surface of it. Are you noticing that it's quite fast?
Yes.
Okay. Thomas, what do you find the most challenging part of the track out there, mate?
Probably the third straight going into the corner.
Oh, the third straight? You're the first person who said that. Okay, now tell us a bit about this. So, like, you need a lot of support from your family when it comes to BMX?
Yeah.
How do they support you?
Just basically cheering me and giving me advice on my races.
Oh, yeah? What kind of advice do you regularly hear from your family?
Like normally what I can do better in my next race and like what I did well.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so what's some recent feedback you guys have had about your racing? Like, what do you need to work on?
I need to work on my first straights and gates.
Yep.
Yep.
And what are you doing well at?
I'm definitely doing well at second straights.
Second straights are looking good?
Yeah.
Nice. What about you, brother? What do you need to work on?
Probably second straights.
Okay. Okay.
And maybe a bit of the first straights.
Yep. Keeping that pedal nice and straight.
Yeah, because normally, like, when getting into the second, I'll go a bit bumpy and
Gotcha.
go diagonal.
Absolutely. And what are you doing great at out there?
Probably third and last, keeping it smoother than normal.
Good work, mate. Glad to hear it. All right, anybody else want to have a chat on camera? Yeah, come on over, man. Thanks for chatting, boys. You guys are champions, and they do a great job. I'm noticing a real theme in the BMX community, and that's this haircut that we've got right now. What's your name, man?
Jamie.
This just seems to be the speed haircut. Tell us a bit about it, mate.
It's just popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all seem to get really short side. I mean, just have a look at the fade. Look at the fade. My brother gave me that. You got a good fade. Let's get a side-on shot of that. Look at that. He's looking good. Yeah, he's got a bit of a mop on the top, short sides, looking handsome. Do you think it gives you extra speed out there?
No. It gives me the looks though.
Oh yeah, it looks the. Hey, have a look down the camera. Do your best like Zoolander pose. Let's see it. Let's see it. Here it is. Oh, there it is. You weren't expecting that. Give it to us one more time, and this time everybody cheer for him as soon as he does it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh, looks that could kill, mate. Okay, so how's your racing been going out there today with your speedy haircut?
All right.
Yeah, all right. What does that mean? Does it mean dead last? Does it mean out the front, middle of the pack? What is it?
Sort of middle. Not
Nice.
doing the best, but
That's good. Hey, room for improvement. And how long have you been riding your bike for anyway, like racing?
5 years.
Oh, that's good, man. And you made some good mates?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So you know a lot of these boys over here?
Yeah.
Nice, man. What do you kind of like most about racing? Do you love the race nights or do you love the practice nights?
I like it because it's like a family-orientated sport. It's not really individual, and it's a sport where like you can be selfish if you wanted to be.
Well, describe that selfishness. What do you mean? Do you mean like just being on your own a lot and racing a lot, or just trying to win? Or?
Like it's more of an individual sport because you can just practice by yourself, and you can, if you want to win and you like to, then train hard.
Absolutely, because I know that you guys all have your club training nights, and so if you do the same amount of practice as everybody else, I guess you can't really get that edge. So do you like to do a little bit of extra practice sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do when you're practicing when no one else is around, when it's just you?
I focus on skills and my sprints.
So you come to the track on your own sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you focus on your sprints around here?
Yeah.
You just come on your own?
Yeah, sometimes, because I live sort of more east, and my house is like 5 minutes away from the track.
Oh, perfect. There's a bit of an advantage right there. You live super close to it. Fantastic, man. Really cool chatting, bro. Put it there, man. I'm going to be looking out for you out there in the racing. All right, who else wants to have a quick chat? Anybody? Oh, Sarah Walker. Could we have a quick chat? Oh, breaking news. We've got Sarah Walker. This is fantastic. Thanks so much, because I know you're like real busy and you're trying to keep in the zone today, Sarah. But tell us a bit about what today means to you.
Well, I think this is my, I want to say, 13th national champs in elite.
Wow.
So I've been doing it a while. It's always cool to come out and race nationals. But this year is a little bit different because we've got Olympics.
Yes.
We've got Olympic qualifying, World Champs, World Cups. So there's a lot of racing coming up. So it's going out there and having fun. But we've been training all week as per usual, and just come and ride our best today and then carry on training next week.
Absolutely. Another day in the office?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sarah, you've been in the sport for a long time, and I mean, a lot of people look up to you. Have you seen the sport change a lot, or how would you describe the BMX community?
I would say the BMX community is like a family.
Do you think these guys should be joining?
Absolutely. When you come, everyone's like brothers and sisters. We're all part of a big family. We all care about each other. We all love seeing each other do cool jumps and have fun.
Sorry, it looks like we wrapped. Thanks so much, Sarah. Oh, can I? Oh, yeah. Are we going to keep going? Are we still live? Oh, here we go. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so back with Sarah Walker here. It's so cool getting to meet you, by the way. I've looked up to you for a long time. And, of course, you've been to the Olympics. Tell us what it was like going to the Olympics.
I don't think you can really describe it. It's something so unique and special. Having all the countries from all over the world come together and be able to not only be around people from all these different countries, but also to be around all the New Zealand athletes and see all the different sports, all the Kiwis competing, seeing other New Zealanders succeed, personal bests, medals, all that kind of stuff. It's really, really inspiring. And just learning about all the other sports too. It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Wow, so you're not just focusing on your sport the whole time. You're actually making friends with other athletes so you all can relate to each other. All that.
Yeah, and you go to the food hall, which is probably one of the biggest talking points of an Olympian, because there's all the food you could possibly imagine. But also, you're sitting in the food hall and you kind of look at each person coming in, you're like, they might be a gymnast or they might be a basketballer.
Based on their body
type.
Yeah,
so you're trying to pick what sport they might do.
Yeah.
I think BMX is the most unique.
Hard to tell?
It is really hard to tell. Some riders are kind of 6'7" and others are kind of 5'4", you know? So
the typical build of a BMX rider, do you get some quite stocky people and then quite slender? What do you get?
There's not really a stereotype for BMX, which is quite cool because you'll have some strong people that are really good at pedaling, but then you'll have some really skilled riders that are really good at building speed over the jumps without pedaling.
Oh, yeah.
So it will have it's basically finding that balance between that power and the skill set.
Yeah.
And the person who's got the highest of both combined is usually the fastest.
Absolutely. Okay, now Sarah, tell us, I mean, you know a lot of the people here. Who are some people that you're particularly proud of? Maybe you've seen them really developing in the sport. Maybe you've seen them have to go through a bit of hardship or whatever their journey's been inspiring to you. Who do you think we should look out for in the BMX community here in New Zealand? Who are some up-and-comers?
There's so many, actually. Personally, one of my highlights is seeing how many girls do the sport, but also how many girls do the sport without a brother doing it. Because I started because my brother did it, and a lot of girls do it because they have a brother that does it. but there's actually quite a few sisters that do it, mums that do it.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm really proud of that because it's just so cool to see girls come out here and do a sport that's, like, requires a lot of courage.
Yeah.
But
I love that.
in general, like, just watching, like, I love seeing kids having fun on their bike, regardless they're in first or last or whatever place, it doesn't matter. Having fun on their bike,
Absolutely.
that's inspiring to me.
That is super cool. Now, obviously, it is something that BMX racers do have to deal with because it's highly competitive, coming first place. What do you say to people out there that are racing that aren't getting those places that they want, that they are getting at the back? You know, what kind of attitude should they take on? Have you been there yourself?
Well, the highlight of my career is finishing second.
Yeah, true.
Winning a silver medal at the Olympics. Like, I didn't win, but that's still, like, my best ever result and feeling of, like, I knew that in that race I did the best race I could.
Yes.
And on that day, one person was better than me, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So just going out there and doing my best lap, I think, is wherever I finish, I feel good about that.
So do you feel like you're more competing with yourself out there? Obviously, you're competing with other people as well, though.
It's for sure competing against yourself first, because you can train real hard and prepare really well, but then if you line up on the gate and don't perform your best, then it doesn't matter so much. Where if you just work on being able to perform your best every single time you go on the gate, whether it's in practice or racing, then you're able to do your best on the day, and that's better than someone who's maybe faster but doesn't perform their best.
I love that. So it's just knowing within yourself that you've done the best.
Yep, done your best, go from the start to the finish line and get to the finish line going, that was the best lap I could have done.
Yep.
And if not, be like, maybe there was a few jumps, so I can do that better next time.
Always something to work on. And as a bonus, you never know, you could make it to the Olympics.
And you could make it to the Olympics, which is pretty cool.
That is so cool. Wow, it's amazing getting to chat with you, Sarah. Now, just tell us a little bit more before you go. What would be kind of one of the biggest goals you have in BMX now? Would it be going to the next Olympics?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's an easy answer. Yeah, so I would love to go to Tokyo Olympics this year.
And you know what it takes to get there. What does it take for our aspiring BMXers out there to get themselves to the elite level and get to compete at BMX? Do you have to start when you're 3 years old? What's the story?
I started when I was 10.
10? Okay, yep.
But I think a couple of things I've already said. Trying your best.
Yep.
Because there's not much more you can do than that.
Do you need to have a great coach, etc., early days?
Yeah, that helps, but trying your best all the time, whether you have a good coach or a bad coach or no coach, that's probably trying your best every single time you train is the most important.
Yep.
And then something I've also already said, having fun.
Having fun, totally.
Because when you have fun, you ride better.
Yeah.
But probably the other one that I learned, and it wasn't until after I actually went to my first Olympics, but was the reason that I medalled, I feel, in London, was that self-belief of going like, I can do this, I am good enough.
So how do you drum up so much self-belief? Is it just what you say to yourself? What is it?
Yeah, it is.
Getting around good people?
The language that you use with yourself. So I had to talk to myself in the mirror.
Did you have to, wow! Did you have to change the way you talk to yourself and things?
I did.
Okay,
I really did.
Tell us, like, did you used to beat yourself up or anything?
A little bit, but I would be like, I think I could be good enough to win a medal, and I had to change that from that to I can win a gold medal.
That's a big step inside yourself, eh?
It took like 2 months. Every day, morning and night, looking in the mirror going, I can win gold, I can win gold. And like for ages it felt stupid.
Wow.
But after a while, like a lot of people don't know that your subconscious doesn't know the difference between truth and lie.
Oh, I've heard that before, yeah.
So by saying I can win gold over and over again, every time I say it, my subconscious goes, oh, wow, like, cool. I can win gold. And eventually your subconscious hears it enough times that you really start to believe it. And then once you believe that you can, then each training session I found after that belief kicked in was like that little bit more.
That's incredible. And that sounds like something you can just apply to anything. So it's literally having a daily ritual where you just really build yourself up. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that you can do whatever it is you want to go for.
Yeah, or like I can give my best today.
Yeah.
Or like find something that really like resonates with yourself.
Yeah.
That maybe you don't believe now, but you will.
That's really cool. So even if you don't believe in it now, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Now, you've probably got a race coming up. Have you already had a race today?
I have had a race today.
Just quickly, how'd it go? Because we've got to wrap things up.
It went pretty well. I could have had a smoother lap, but I ended up going over one of the white lines into the first corner, unfortunately. So
Happens to the best of us, it turns out.
Yeah, make mistakes, but I'll just try my best next time and see what happens.
Absolutely, so cool getting to hang out with you, Sarah. Looks like we're going to get back into the racing. Good luck for the rest of them.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cool. Oh, I'm so glad we got. No, is this pre-recorded, this one? Okay. All right. Okay, here we are with Cole, who's Scott. Okay, off to a bad start with this interview. Sorry, Scott. So, Scott, you're from Zimbabwe originally?
Yeah, originally from Zimbabwe. Been here 2 years. Yeah.
And I thought you have a real cool attitude. We were just chatting before. You're here today. You're not too fussed about taking out nationals or anything while you're in New Zealand because you're not a New Zealand citizen, but you do it for the love. Tell us about that.
It's always fun to race your bike. Always competing with other people. The adrenaline rush just makes your racing always entertaining.
It's so fun,
Ride with everybody.
Yeah. What are some other things that you really love about the sport? Are you a highly competitive person?
Yeah, I'll probably say I'm pretty competitive. You gotta you'll have a lot more fun when you're winning, but it's always good to just get out there and just have fun with the boys. Mix it up with all of them.
And have you had a race already today?
No, I'm going up for our first one now.
Oh wow, that's exciting. There's some money up for grabs, right? In Superclass?
Yeah, so all the Superclass, they've got $2,000 prize purse, so it'll be pretty good to see. Pretty interesting racing.
Now I'm noticing this haircut, everyone seems to be getting it, eh?
What's that? Oh, no, not really, eh?
I reckon it's quite common, the old short sides, long top in the old BMX community.
Yeah.
Well, awesome, man. Good luck with your next race up there, Scott.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you. Have fun. Looks like you're getting up there. All right. You, my man. How's it going, brother?
Good.
What's your name?
Mason.
Mason, you had a race today already?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Coming first round, like the whole track. I just lost it on third corner. I got a bit tired.
You were winning the whole way?
Yeah.
And then at the end you just got a little bit tired?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's pretty sweet. Obviously all you need to work on is a bit of cardio and speed.
Yeah, I kind of went too wide on the corner and then someone came on the inside of me.
Oh, they cut you off?
Yeah.
Oh, good work out there, man. I'm impressed with you, bro. So you got another race coming up then?
Yeah.
Cool. So you know what to change then for the next one?
Mhm.
And who you got out supporting you today apart from me?
I got my mum over there.
Where is she?
She's the one in the red. I can't really see her at the moment.
That one right there looking at us? Yeah. Hey, Mum, you should come over here. Come over here, Mum. Oh, we should go and see her, eh? We'll go see your mum. Oh, here she is. She's coming through. Let's get mother and son together. Hey, look at this. Look at the love. Give him a kiss on camera. Oh, yeah. Embarrass him on TV. Oh, that's pretty good. So what's your name, Mum?
Mandy.
Mandy. Oh, you got an accent. Where are you from?
New Zealand. But I was brought up in England.
Oh, yeah. I knew I heard something English over there. Yeah. So Mandy, BMX, it's quite a family sport. Tell us about that.
Oh, it's just absolutely fantastic. It's a great family sport. Everybody's invited. And we just bring it all on.
Have you got any other riders in the family?
No, just this one.
Sweet, we're going to wrap things up there. Thanks so much, guys.
No worries.
Sweet as. No, go for your thing. Good chatting, man. Thanks, good luck for the next race. He's going to be racing against, what's the TV going?
Well, it's a big with the 15 plus girls. And I've got Gemma, Taylor, Nancy, Tony, and Serena. A little bit of a tumble there over that first jump. I think it'll be Selena. But out front, number 4, that's Tony James leading the way. Well, that's it. We've got another tumble there over that second straight. Well, is that tumbling all there. Number 4 up there, Nancy James. Followed by the number 3 board of Taylor Arnold. Nancy James, take it away. So it was Tony James, Nancy James, finishing third.
Oh, big round of applause there.
For Selena.
For Selena, yeah. That'll come up at that time. Maybe that's right.
That's the one that just run. That's the one we've just finished, and that's the one sitting on the hill now.
Oh, there we go. We've got clever.
Ah.
Right, so Fallen Rider there is back up on her feet, so big round of applause there for that young lady. That's Gemma Bronkhurst. So well done, Gemma. We hope you have a speedy recovery. St. John really earning their keep this afternoon. Right, looks like we just got a little medical break, but it won't be long before we get action back on track.
Okay, the senior girls, they leave the ramp. They're going to have Megan Williams. Oh, Brookie Penny gets it up and over there. Megan Williams, Brooke Penny, Emma Pugh, Leela Walker, and Zoe Hartwell. She's a hot to trot motor. This one in and out of the corner goes Ms. Walker. Hot on her heels, it's going to be Ms. Williams, and then Brookie Penny, the next one, Emma Pugh. In and out of the corner they go, back towards us. Zoe Hartwell hanging on to it. Oh, the style of Leela Walker and Megan Williams just right there. Brooke Penny right behind them. They get through the last straight and heading for the finish line. Good clean lap. Okay, the 16 plus Superclass. Here we go, up and over they go. Off the 8 metre into the pro straights they go. Little Jackie Grenoff, he pins it and wins it out of the corner at the moment. Donaldson pushing himself in there to get him for a 2 spot, then Lockie Brown. In and out of the corner goes little Jack Grenoff, he's hanging onto it right straight down the middle of the track to hold Donaldson outside him. Lockie Brown's the best of the rest at the moment. In and out of the corner goes little Jack. Oh, what a beautiful job of getting through that straight. Donaldson the 2, Lockie Brown the 3.
Okay. Yeah. And then 1 o'clock.
Okay, the first Windows and Doors Championship round 2 gets going. Bennett Grenoff, he's on the inside this time, but Big Tassie shoots it around the outside. This time Behrman's around the bottom, putting them in to spin it up to get up and over. Tassie with a beautiful job of that pro set. Oh, look at them go, these rockets, they're in and out. Round the corner comes Taz Wakeland, getting the step up just good into the corner. Bennett the next, then Rico and Merito. Around the corner they go, heading down the last straight. Oh, Behrman gets it a little bit. Oh, man, that's close, too close for me to call. Merito, he's your next. Nick Daniels rounds them out.
Oh, no fun and I. So women elite mixed, it's Olivia, Rebecca, Jessie, Sarah, and Holly. Gate goes down, looks like Sarah taking the whole shot. Sarah, Rebecca on the inside. She gets through that straight a lot easier. On the inside of Sarah, Rebecca coming through. Sarah and Rebecca side by side down that second straight. Matching a wheel for wheel here. Round that second turn, Rebecca on the inside. Sarah does a high-low there. Comes through plate number 96. Cuts right through that straight. 3-7-0, sitting there in third. That'll be little Holly. Sorry. And number 58, Olivia, taking fourth.
Alrighty, the gate goes in the big boys. Here they come. So Bias, he rides there a bit. He's up and over there, jumping nicely. Louis Cotton sets himself into a 2-spot. Rico in there for the 3 at the moment. Then your Jago. So going nicely over the pro set is Mike Bias. Just skimming the landing zone. To the corner they go. Bias getting it nice down the 3rd straight. Cotton the next one. Then the Ambers. Jago rounding them out. Spread nice and wide they are. Can cruise their way to the finish. Nicely done. Round 2 out of the way. One more to go at 1 p.m.
Round 3 kicking off at 1, yeah. If we can have all our challenge riders making their way to the gates.
Race series. Moto 1 they didn't run. Moto 2 they're away. The elite guys, if you're wanting to know your points where you are, it's on the end of the points hut. It's being published on the end of the points hut.
Gate goes on for the Northern Region Series, and that's Max, Rico, Quinn, Lucas, and Nixon. Backer riders coming through over that first jump into the first turn there. 102, that'll be Quinn Hookway, he's leading the way there. Quinn Hookway all the way from Sunset Coast. Got 2 riders, got Max Hohe coming through. 4, 5, 6, that's another Sunset Coast rider. The 2 Sunset Coast riders battling it out for that front spot. Max taking it away now. Through abreast as we come down that last straightaway.
Looks like Quinn's going to have to work real hard to hold on to that.
The next one gets going, and down here they are. Thomas Webb, he grabs it and goes at the moment. Banks has gone with him. That's your 1-2. We'll pick up the 3 as they come around the corner. It's going to be Corbin or Flynn, one of the Harrison brothers. In and out they come, side by side, bar to bar, the Harrisons. I presume they're brothers, both. He's sitting in and out of the corner, though. Goes Thomas Webb. He's hanging onto it and keeping it upright, and there's Levi Banks just riding behind him, getting the manuals down. Nice, Levi Banks. Heading for the finish line goes Thomas Webb. Banks just keeping it nice. Gets it done, the Harrison boys. I missed which one was in front. Whoop, they're getting it over there. Running to the finish line.
3 riders in our next moto, and that's James, Daniel and Matthew. Shooting out the middle gate there. Big manuals over that jump into that first berm. It's the 226 rider, Daniel Baloney, leading the way there in this 3-horse race. We've got James Speedy there in second with Matthew sitting there in third. But out front getting it his own way a little bit this time. 226, Daniel Maloney into that large straightaway. Keeping it nice and smooth as he takes the win.
Okay, the 3 of them get going back into the age group racing. We are with 100% electrical. 15 plus female, Emma Pugh, Tyler Shea Donaldson and Taylor Arnold. Oh, Tyler Shea's up a spot from the last one. In and out of the corner they go. Emma Pugh, she's grabbed it. Tyler Shea hanging on for the 2 spot. It's going to be a good battle around the rest of the track. Taylor Arnold wants to get in front. In and out of the corner they go. Tyler Shea lining up the 3rd straight. Keeps it nice and smooth. This is where the race is at for the 2. Tyler Shea puts in the big one. So does Taylor Arnold. Elbow to elbow, bar to bar they go. Oh, Taylor Arnold just gets it. The big one's out of the corner, paid off.
Nathan Corey, Scott, Alistair, Tim bringing out the 17 plus moto there. Looks like the old man Scott taking a sabbatical on this one. But 142, that'll be Nathan out front. CHC, is that Christchurch, huh? CHC.
Yeah, Christchurch.
All right, so nice to have a little bit of the
yeah. It's been broken
South Islander joining us here for the day, showing his stuff as he takes the win.
No, he changed the channel, Tony. Cheater. You need a lockout on your channel buttons, Tony. No, it was not user error.
Kia ora, you're back with Walter here at the BMX Nationals and Superclass Series. It's an awesome day. Great weather for BMX racing. If you're new to BMX, you're going to love this. We have got some real winners on the track today. A couple of names to look out for. Sarah Walker, I'm sure you've heard of her. She's one of the big names in New Zealand BMX. She's been to the Olympics before, but also a couple of other riders that are looking to qualify and get themselves up into the Olympics. We have Sarah Walker, Rebecca Petch, and Jessie Smith, our women who are going to try and get themselves there. But also for the men, we've got Michael Bias. I was just chatting with him before. He's in a blue outfit and he just won his last race, so things are looking good for Michael. So today is Nationals, which means for our riders, if they do well today, they could qualify for Worlds and race overseas. And if they do well there, then they could qualify for the Olympics. So today's an exciting day for all of our riders. It's been an awesome morning so far. We've had some great wins and we've also had a few crashes out there, but everyone is looking good. And it's an awesome opportunity for our professional riders and our up-and-comers to mingle. We've got all ages here today. We've got, young kids that are about 5 years old, and they're getting to hang out with the world-class riders. So it's a really inspiring day for all of our riders to hang out as a community. We've got friends and family. Everyone's here for support. and it's so much fun. So if you actually live close to the North Harbour BMX track here in Albany, I recommend you come on down, come through the gate, come and enjoy it yourself, and you're going to see some real stars on the track today. All right, I'm going to go meet one of the riders and do an interview shortly. Let's get back into the racing.
No idea. Do you know who's out there? Someone from Sunset Coast. We've got Sunset Coast, North Harbour, Mountain Raiders. All the riders out there, these little guys. This is where the BMX starts. Great bit of support there for 743. That'll be Sebastian leading the way. Then we got a nice little battle here for the 4th and 5th place. These two little guys keeping each other company on those little micro minis as they powered on the last straightaway to finish their moto.
Alrighty, the elites, just letting you know, 10 minutes till the 1 o'clock. 10 minutes till the 1 o'clock. The elites get crack-a-lackin'. So the 8 boys, the first of the yellow plates, they get going. Caleb McKay, Blake Dunn, Dylan Sazi, Rico Ryan, Lachlan Chu, and Anita Ball. In and out of the corner he comes, the NZ one, that's the Sazi boy. I think the 660's gone with him, Rico Ryan. The 108 plate, he's the best of the rest at the moment. That's Blakey Dunn. A whole lot of North Harbour riders in here. In and out of the corner, Sazi. Oh, look at the skills, man. Sazi keeping that thing smooth. Bit bonky on the last one, but it's a hard one to catch. He's got no backside. The 108 gets a bit front heavy over there. Blakey Dunn. But he's hold on to it at the moment. Running into the finish line he goes.
Nine boys, Sam, Jesse, Max, Ben, Nixon, and Regan. And we got one rider shooting out there, taking the whole shot. We got 2 riders coming out, chasing him down hard. Nice tight line there from that number 1 board. That'll be Ben Anderson looking for a nice little way through there. Holding on to that lead that he gained right there. Coming down the way, we've got Ben Anderson leading it out. 1-2-2. That'll be Nixon Banks looking to hold on to second because he's got a big challenge out for that 3rd place. Great ride from those guys.
Righty, here we go. Blue plates leave the gate at the moment. Betty Walker. Young Beth, she gets going in front of the 2 pennies, but the 2 pennies don't give up. The 2 a penny, 1 a penny. Here we go. Sophie and Luca. They're in your 1, 2, 3. The 01's got her the 2 spot at the moment. That's Soph. Oh, gets the jump just nicely. She does. Paige Reichelman and Leah Ellis are in there as well. Around the corner they come. Beth's got a little bit more room this time, but working hard. Here they come. Double trouble into the corner they run. The 7 plate's got the best of the rest at the moment, and that's the other 7, Leah Ellis, they're side by side as well. Oh, wow, what a race. Coming into the corner. No, into the corner, into the finish line. You know what I mean.
Battle all the way through there. It was awesome. Race 40, the 10 boys. We've got Quinn, Lucas, Callum, Cameron, and Xavier. And the man in the Luma yellow working real hard there. He slots into second. Takes a high ride down there. 101 there. That'll be Lucas working that berm. Cutting down the inside line. Taking that lead ahead. Does switches to the high-low. Fighting it out against the 107. The 107 board. It can't be 107. Must be 102. Quinn and Cameron. Geez, I don't have a clue. But it's a great race.
There was some good riders in it.
Are we live? Oh, we're live? Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah, here we are. We're actually right next to the finish line here, live on Sky Next, here at the National BMX Championships. Super pumped. Look, we've got riders going by right here who've just finished in the race. Well done, ladies. Good work. But I'm hanging out with this beautiful woman here. We've got Carol here, who's head of admin. And tell us about the scores so far. How are things placed for our riders out there?
Okay, so at the moment we've had our 2 out of 3, and our men's juniors we've got Tasman Wakelin in first, Rico Behrman second, and Bennett Grenoff in third.
Okay, so this is good news for those boys so far, because it means that they could be qualifying for Worlds, right?
Absolutely, yeah, it's a good chance they will do. So
How many more races have these boys got to go?
they've only got 1 more race today, so it's going to be all down to this last race.
Okay, cool. So they do well in that, and they'll be qualifying for Worlds. That's Tasman, Rico, and Bennett. Yep. What else we got over here?
Okay, and the girls, we've got Rebecca Petch in first, Holly Oldham in second, and Jessie Smith in third at the moment.
Absolutely. Now we see Sarah Walker. She's been somewhat disqualified. What's the story with Sarah?
Yeah, she's had a relegation in round 1, so it's going to be all down again to this last race. So third race is going to be important.
But it doesn't mean that she doesn't have hope of going to the Olympics, though, right?
Not at this stage, nope.
All right. And what have we got over here, Carol?
In our men elites, we've got Michael Bias in first, Louis Cotton in second, and Rico D'Anvers in third at the moment. So, yeah, some pretty close racing out there for the day.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Michael Byers, he's looking good, isn't he? I think we're going to be sending him off to Worlds. What do you think?
Oh, there's a really good chance of it.
Do you think he's going to make it into the Olympics?
Who knows? It's all a bit of a game at this stage.
Oh, man, I so hope he makes it, eh? Man, so exciting. Well, thank you so much, Carol.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Let's enjoy the rest of the racing.
See ya.
See ya. All right, cool. It's good to get a little update.
Out of the corner comes Mason, getting the pumps nicely, getting plenty of backside and jumping in the deep one. He gets it going nice, the 200 and the 110. There, Aidan Taylor and Corbin Harrison, oh, they're swapping spots. In and out of the corner, Harrison just drives straight in front of him. Heads for the finish line.
Gate drops for the race 44. That's 11 boys. Matt, Tane, Marcus, and Bo. Nice bit of air there from right on the outside. Working on the nice tight line into that berm. That'll be the plate number NI6. That's Tane. Tane out in front. Opening up a gap now on those Luma yellow wheels of his. Working that second berm into that third straightaway. Skinny number 8. Sorry, that's Marcus ahead. We got a 5 to 8 guy there. Here's our Bo. And 720 also in the mix. Matthew.
We're going to be chatting in a minute, boys. We've got Rico over here. Yeah. Rico, how'd that race go back there, mate?
Average start, but finished really good. Got a second. Currently in second for overall points with Tasman winning. So it's going good at the moment.
That's real good. So if you do well in this, your last race, which is happening in about 3 minutes from now, what does this mean for you, Rico?
I'll be number 2 in New Zealand and most likely get a spot for the Worlds in Houston. Spot for the World Champs in Houston later on this year.
Woo, look out for this man, Tasman. How's the racing been going today, man?
Yeah, no, it's good, 2 wins so far out of 2 races. So yeah, just keeping the consistency and got 1 more to go, so hope for the best.
Yeah, got to keep up the consistency for that last race there, Taz.
That's it.
Now, have you ever raced at Worlds before?
Yeah, this will be my 6th one this year if I get to go, so yeah, exciting times.
Is it always in Houston?
Nah, all around the world.
Oh, mate. What's that?
Belgium last year.
Okay, tell us just quickly, where has BMX taken you around the world in your lives?
I've been to Europe, America, Indonesia, England, I've been to heaps of places, No, I'm just grateful as.
So you guys travel buddies? Do you travel a lot together?
Oh, we do sometimes, when we're not annoying each other.
How do you guys annoy each other?
Oh, I don't know. Just banter, Been living with each other for the last 2 weeks, so yeah.
Okay, I need to give you guys a decent plug, because we need to build up your fan base.
Yeah.
You're pretty big on Instagram. What should we look up to follow you boys in your journey in BMX?
Rico Behrman.
And I am Tasman Wakelin.
Look them up. Look up the boys. Sweet. All right, good luck for your next race. Man. Better send them off. It's good chatting. All right, we've got a bunch of you guys over here. Oh, yeah, cool. Sweet. Nice.
Diana Mason, what a move, all smiles as she comes out of the corner. Done a good job she has in that corner and picked herself up a front spot. Dally Douglas sitting in there for the 3, but she's got a bomber to deal with too. The 2:33 plate is heading in there and snozzing off that first place. Hannah's not done with it though. In and out of the corner she goes. Dally's watching the show in front of us, in front of him. The 450 plate of Cooper McLeod rounds them out.
Gate down for the 13 boys. And shooting out there, it's taken up to the gate. That's NZ4, that's Cooper. Cooper coming on the first berm, nice tight line there from him. NZ7 there. That'll be Travis. Travis and Cooper side by side here as they go into that second turn. Cooper out to head though. Travis looking for a way around. He's stuck on the outside here. What plan can he make? He does a high low there. That's a great line from him. All the moves coming out there to try and get it off Coop, but holds out for the second.
Okay, get your eyes to the skies. We're going up elite racing. Alrighty, they're away in the last rack of the first Windows and Doors National Championship. Up the inside, oh, they're 3 wide. Tassie's hanging on to it. Grenoff has to grab a handful. In and out of the corner they come. Grenoff trying to make his way through. Behrman hanging on. Merido's the rest. Oh, in and out they go. So Tassie's, let's see if he can hang on to it from here. Grenoff's on a charge. So is Behrman. Merido the next. There, into there. Nick Daniels has taken him up. So around the corner they go. Tassie makes it a clean sweep. We can breathe a sigh of relief, parents. Grenoff second into the pads. Then Behrman. You can breathe again, everybody. Lovely. Junior parents, anyway.
Go goes on for our elite women, and it's been Sarah out ahead now. She's chased down by Rebecca. It's been the Sarah Rebecca show all day. We've got Holly, Olivia and Jess in the mix there as well. But Sarah out into that third straightaway now, 9-6 plate. Nice little jump into that last turn, down the last straight. Takes the win for the last round of the elite women. It's Rebecca in second, Holly third, Olivia and Jessie.
Alrighty, they get going in the last one for the elite men. So Bias up the inside, Rico in the middle, Cotton round the outside. Cotton gets a little bit salmony over the first one, but in and out of the corner goes Bias. Rico hanging on for a nice 2-spot at the moment, catches the backside. Jago showing a style out the back. Around the corner they come in, running it up nicely. Bias says he's done it all day. Cotton in there for the 3. Rico hanging on for a wicked second spot. Getting over the boogie straight they go. Oh, Cotton's on a charge. Not Behrman, D'Anvers. I think he hung on. If we could work the iPad like Malcolm, we would even know. But we are too slow. So their presentation, there'll be a presentation on the side of the start ramp there where the first windows and doors are in 30 minutes.
Outside 14 was number 2, we have Matt, Joel, Harry, and Zachary.
Looks like that'll be injured one. Harry Dormer taking out the lead. Nice number 1 board there, followed by Matt Hay. 113 sitting there in third place. That'll be Joel. But out front, Harry Dormer dominating this race. Sweeping into that last turn, down the last straightaway. Harry Dormer ahead of Matt. Then we'll have Joel and Zachary taking fourth.
Alrighty. Alrighty, the gate goes. The 15 boys in Brook. Off they go. Matteo Gabbiani, Jack Grinoff, Brooke Penny, Nate Cole Bentley. Dropping in there. Oh, Mr. Grinoff, he's sitting one out. That's incredible. Grinoff, nah. He's doing the money race. So in and out goes Brooke Penny without having to worry about Mr. Grinoff. She stretches her legs and winds off into the future. The 888 plate of Nate Armstead's got trouble with the 495 of Cole Bentley. Oh, they're battling. Bentley gets shown the side. Matteo Gabbiani, he's right there as well. That kind of 3 wide up the last straight, giving it a burn. Good to see.
What Speedy Green, Colca, Millennium Brown in this one. And where would the young Colcan boy be, my bud? He's coming out there. That looks like he is even in this race, man. Is Keegan in it? Third? Fourth? Right, but out there it's 141 coming towards us. That's James, Jesse James. 188 James Speedy sitting in second. Little bit of a challenge there for that third place. A little bit too much air from that second place rider. Loses that second spot.
Maloney and Speedy, they've been doing that since they were 5. Yeah. And Keegan, Lockie Brown, they're normally all in there giving it a hub.
We're going to go to then. Thanks for watching. Or yeah. Just thanks so much for watching. New Zealand Here we are. It's time to go over some results from this amazing event. Sarah, what's been some of your highlights of the day?
Highlight will be seeing all the kids out here riding and having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and what have been some of the most challenging things that have happened? I know you crossed the line at one point yourself.
Yeah, so I got relegated in my first race, unfortunately. Crossed the line, but it happens.
Totally.
So, no, that's cool, but I'm really proud of myself. Like, I still gave it everything in the next 2 races.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, bittersweet, but
Totally.
I did my best each race, which is all I can do.
Absolutely, and I guess being like one of the top role models of the sport here in New Zealand, how you hold yourself, whether you're winning or you're having a rough day or whatever, is like a really cool thing to be demonstrating to the younger riders as well. So it's so awesome the way you just carry yourself. It's amazing. So let's go over some of the results of today. We've printed out some of the results right here.
Yep.
So unless there's any debate about this, this is where things are at. So we'll start with men's elite.
So we got Michael Bias as the national champion this year.
Yeah.
This is his home track, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
It was a close race for second and third. We had Rico D'Anvers managing to get the last race in second to take the second place overall, and Louis Cosson managing to pull that third, but it was down to the last race between them
My goodness.
for the podium spots.
Serious stuff, and you saw it. Now moving on to the women's elite, how are things there?
Well, our Olympic qualifiers, the 3 of us getting all the Olympic points, we were all on the podium today. So Rebecca Petch took the national title, so really stoked for her.
Yep.
I managed to finish second, and then Jessie Smith, who's the world title holder for the junior women from last year, she finished in third.
Oh, well done to her.
Yeah.
Now we also have the women junior elite here.
So we've got Holly Oldham and Olivia Levens. They went first and second in the junior women, so awesome to those guys. Just even to be up on the big 8-metre hill that we ride on at the elite level. Just that in itself, it takes a lot of courage just to be up there. So
yeah.
Massive respect to those guys to be up there and giving it their best.
Absolutely. I haven't really talked about that today, but you've probably seen it. We have 2 start hills. One of them is a lot larger than the other one.
Yeah, so it's 8 metres vertically high.
Yep.
And you're going about 60 kilometres an hour at the bottom of it. So we go pretty quick.
That's very, very fast. Okay, moving on to our junior elite men.
So we have a development hub program, and these guys absolutely smashed it today. So we got Tasman Wakeland winning the national title for junior men.
He took out all 3 of his races.
He did. We won all 3 rounds. In second, we had Rico Behrman, local club rider.
Yeah.
And then in third, Bennett Greenoff from Cambridge. So pretty cool to see all those guys there, the next level coming through New Zealand BMX. So it's pretty exciting to see them and how close their racing was today. It was very exciting to watch.
Oh, so cool. So awesome hanging out here today, Sarah. So those are our results so far. We're pretty sure that those are going to be the solid results. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure being out here at North Harbour BMX track for the National.
Except I think Gemma might be sitting it out. Okay, here we go. So Brookie Penny just fires out of that gate, loving the 8-metre by the look of that. Brookie getting a bit of speed on, rides a motocross bike as well, so speed ain't no is her friend. The 4-play to Tony James, she goes with her. Zoe Hartwell and Taylor Arnold in there as well. In and out of the corner comes Brookie. Jumping nicely into the corner. Tony James the best, and then the 03 plate. It's going to be Zoe Hartwell in the 3 spot. Taylor Arnold rounding them out. Good clean lap.
Great to see 2 gates of these ladies. And out front, it's Megan and Leela side by side. Leela got the inside line. Lands a bit flat there over that triple. Megan on the inside there. They followed there by Selena. Selena sitting there in third. Or was that Emma?
Emma Pugh.
Emma Pugh, sorry. Emma Pugh sitting there in third. But Megan Williams working hard in that turn on the inside there. She takes out that front runner. Megan Williams looks like she'll take the win. Leela second. Emma third.
Oh, Leela
Selena
with the jump
fourth.
off the table. All right, the full rack of the amateurs get going. Let's see how we go. Scotty Donaldson jumping it nicely. Little Jackie's out beside him. Scott's up the inside this time. They're all missing the backside. Oh, Jackie's not done with it. Come on, you old fart. Let's run up here. Scotty giving him a mouthful, telling him he should have more respect. In and out of the corner goes little Jack Grenoff. Keeping it pinned at the moment. He's got it going nicely. Dropping into the corner they go. In and out. Jack Grenoff, you little freak. Gets it going from Scotty Donaldson, then a whole gaggle of them in behind him. Nicely done. Alrighty, back to the what we call a little ramp. Back to the Northern Region Race Series Cadets.
Right, so it's Lucas, Rico, Nixon, Quinn, and Max. And they come side by side out that gate. Big challenge out by these youngsters. Looks like that purple machine though of 101, that'll be Lucas. Lucas out front, a nice drive out that turn there by the third place runner. Lands a bit flat though. That won't give him the speed off the back of that jump. He slots back into third. But out front, the man to catch at the moment is the 101 board, Lucas. 456 sitting there in second. That's old Max Hey. And our third place rider there, Rico, Quinn, and that's all of them.
Scotty's still crying about that bloody Grenoff beating him. Okay, here goes the four riders. They're all jammed together in the middle. The 522 of Levi Banks, Flynn Harrison, Corbin Harrison, and Thomas Webb. Let's see, I think that might be Mr. Webb who's checked out, and Banksy's gone with him. The two Harrison riders running nicely up. They had a good old battle last time. Let's see what happens this time. Thomas Webb, though, he's grabbed it and gone at the moment. Banks with him. In and out of the corner they go. Running in here nicely. The Harrisons. This is where the scrap's at. 180's got it at the moment, running them right up. Oh, he did it again. The 110 plate, he did that last time. I'm pretty sure Corbin Harrison gets around him. If they are brothers, there'll be some discussions at the table tonight.
Matthew, Daniel, and James. And 3 horse race. Around that first turn, 2 riders together. That'll be James Speedy and Daniel Maloney. Matthew sitting there in third. Out front.
It's those two again. Speedy and Maloney, mate. They've done it for
all day. And keeping it up now, 226. Daniel Maloney taking it down the last straight away. Speedy there in second. And Matthew Hay in third. Right, we've got Emma Pugh, Tyler Shea Donaldson, Taylor Arnold, and Emma, her home track, she's out front. It's Taylor Arnold slotting out the outside there, Tyler Shea Donaldson taking in the inside move. But Emma Pugh making it her own, stomping her authority on this home track of hers. Down that second straight though, it's a battle for the second place. And it's Tyler Shea versus Taylor Arnold. Tyler Shea riding a tight line there. Taylor Arnold getting the better of her last time ride on that rhythm straight. And it looks like it's going to be a repeat for the third place fight there. We'd like to wish Joe good luck across the track as he takes his 15-minute pride walk.
Righto, we'll see how far this microphone goes. We're starting to get the R2D2 sound, so run out of battery.
Okay, goes down for the 17 plus males. It's Alistair, Tim, Corey, and Nathan. And that will be the 1-2-2 board. 1-1-2 board. So Corey out there leading the way. Nathan, Tim, and Alistair chasing him down. But sliding it into cruise control now. 1-1-2. Corey. Big battle here between the two riders there for that second place. Nice switches in that third turn. Big race all the way to the finish line. Great to see Yori nearly one backside to trackside as we cross the line. Jay, Josh, Riley, Reed, and Zach bring down the gate for the Sprocket 6-7 boys. These jumps huge compared to those little 18-inch wheels of those guys. But out front, it's the 725 rider, Jay, leading the way. Nice little battle by those other three guys at the back. One little tumble there for our rider. But down the third straightaway, 725, chased down by 423. Reed looking for the win. 879 and 376. Zach and Josh, big round of applause there for the little guy back on his bike, speeding away as if nothing really happened. Don't know what all the fuss was about. But coming down that third straightaway now, the 897 board. Little Zach bows down the last straight to finish his race. Race number 65 brings the Sprocket 6-7 boys. Travis, Sebastian, Caleb, and Jordan. A lot of work there for these little guys down that long straight. But around that turn, little guy in the front, that's 142, cranking all the way. Must be 743. That's Sebastian out front. Part of North Harbour riders here. All three riders from North Harbour and one from New Plymouth, so 743. That's our little Sebastian. He's followed there by Jordan and 333 Travis, followed by our New Plymouth rider, finishing it off in fourth.
And I used to practice in Papakura.
So you know Trent Woodcock and stuff?
Yeah, Trent, Josh. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so it's been an epic morning / early afternoon. Michael, you did really well out there. Tell us about your performance.
Yeah, I'm really stoked. That was the goal, to have 3 consistent laps and make no question about getting that victory. So yeah, I'm really happy with it.
So you won all 3 of your races?
Yep, and yeah, it wasn't easy. Everyone else was biting at my toes. I couldn't afford to make any mistakes. So I'm stoked with 3, smooth laps and
That's great. And you were saying earlier that, sometimes the gates, what you struggle with. How were your gates today in your races?
They were really good, and that was sort of the main thing coming in today, to have 3 good, consistent gates.
Nice.
And I had 3 consistent good gates, so
good.
I'll check the times after this and see how good they actually were, but I was stoked with it.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, because you're saying they're quite technical. You don't know when the gate's going to drop. They've changed up the timing on that. I see a similarity between you and young Taz in the junior elite class.
Yeah, the junior elite class is super stacked. There's like 5 or 6 that are all on the same pace, and it's going to be interesting to see those guys step up to an elite category in the next few years. And New Zealand BMX is sort of looking good in the future, so I'm really excited to see those boys step it up.
It's fantastic for the sport, yeah, because you won all 3 of your races. Taz won all 3 of his as well.
Yeah.
How do you think it would go if we were to mix some of the junior elites in with the men's elites? Do you think they'd stand a chance at all?
Yeah, I think like the standard of the juniors is really high against the elite guys. We do a few races here and there where we all race together, so it's like 15 plus super class.
Yeah.
But those guys really punch above their weight for their age group. So I'm excited to sort of mix and mingle with those guys in the next few years.
That's so cool. And what do you think about the performance of your peers today? Is anyone that you're looking at and you're thinking, man, these guys are an up and comer? I'm really stoked that they're pushing themselves out there and you see something in them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, all those young guys, everyone here actually is potential to sort of step up in the next few years and be in the top 32 in the World Cup. So I'm excited. It's a different ball game being an elite, but I think they've got the potential to do it.
Cool. Well, congratulations today. It looks like from here you're going to Worlds.
I hope so. I've got to wait for the selection, but hopefully.
Okay, give us a quick little insight into what that selection means. How does that work?
It's a combination of a lot of things, world rankings, World Cup placings, nationals, Oceanias, a lot of things combining into sort of one. So
yeah,
the selectors sort of have a criteria they sort of follow, and yeah, just see how the year pans out, and I guess they pick the 2 best riders.
Just do your best at every single race.
Yeah, that's all we can do. So.
Hey, so cool catching up, Michael. Well done today.
Thank you.
3 out of 3.
Thank you.
The man.
Beth will take it, Sophie second. Luca will be third. Ten boys, matter 3. That's Callum, Xavier, Quinn, Cameron, and Lucas. And it looks like old Quinn not having it his own way this time. Nice ride there from that rider there, the NZ2, sorry, the 101 plate. 102 plate there of Quinn Hookway sitting on the inside. Quinn working hard here. There's a big challenge for his position. 102 versus 101. That's Quinn versus Lucas. Quinn holding him off at the moment. 864, mixing it up there in that 4th spot. Callum Matheson. But Quinn will take it. Lucas second.
One junior elite rider, Ollie down the end there. So we've got Rico. Okay, Ollie. Okay, we good? Okay, lucky you. You get to hang out with the men's elite, and we've got a junior elite rider down the end there. We've got Rico, Louis, and Ollie all hanging out here. So, Rico, tell us about the races and how you think you did today.
Racing was pretty tight. There was just 5 of us in the men's elite class, and then unfortunately one of the riders went down in the first race. So some good battles out there with Louis and I getting some close points, and went down to the last race for second place. So it was good racing.
So who got that second?
I think I did. It was pretty close though, pretty close.
Yeah.
So.
Well done with that second. So who got the first place today?
Michael Bias.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I was just chatting with Michael before. He took out all 3 of his races today. But Louis, what do you think of your performance out there? Obviously, you're pushing yourself out there in the men's elite category. Congratulations for making it that far. How did you find your racing?
It was pretty good. Lot I can work on. It's
It's good racing. It's tight racing. It's good to see back in New Zealand. We don't quite often don't have the racing that we'd like to see here.
Wow, yeah, but today, great performance.
Yeah, pretty happy. Cheers.
Absolutely. Okay, Rico, what were you finding to be one of the hardest features of the track out there?
I think it's pretty hard. The first jump's really small, so you come off the 8-metre hill, you got heaps of speed, and then it's really tight, and you got to hit the backside. There's a big triple into the first turn, and for me, mentally, that was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
But end up getting through that at the end of the day, so that was all good. I think the first straight's probably the biggest challenge, both mentally and physically.
Congratulations. So getting that second place today, does this guarantee your spot in the Worlds?
No. We headed over to Aussie a while ago and didn't quite make the cut for the selection, so just out here to enjoy the racing and stuff, I guess.
So it's still pretty cool coming second nationals though, right?
Yeah, definitely stoked.
Congratulations. Now let's move on down the end over here, hang out with Ollie. So Ollie, you're racing in Junior Elite today. How'd you go?
I didn't do too bad. I wasn't too happy with the result I got, but I'm pretty stoked. I got it around the track pretty well. It was some pretty tight racing, especially when you're in the middle as well. So I'm just, stoked I made it out.
Congratulations. Did you end up beating any of the boys that were going for the world shot?
Nah, unfortunately not. But I mean, it is what it is. I only decided to do nationals 2 weeks ago, so I haven't had much preparation for it. It was kind of just like, oh yeah, I'll send it, suss out the track and just have some fun.
Awesome. Okay, quick question for everyone. Tell me, what was your biggest highlight of the day?
Honestly, making it better than I thought, because in practice, over the weeks, I wasn't struggling too much, but I was just kind of being wary of the track. But then today, I'm pretty stoked. I put in some solid laps and yeah.
Just felt good out on the bike.
Yeah.
Well done. Louis, what was your highlight?
Have to say staying safe, eh? Big crash in the first race, and it was just good to stay smooth and stay safe.
Absolutely, man. I'm glad for that. And Rico, what was your highlight?
I think it was just running a clean lap. Track's pretty tricky in places, so just getting around the whole lap clean just makes you feel good.
Absolutely. Thanks for that, boys. We're going to keep an eye out for your bright futures ahead. Thanks. That's a bit of a quick interview there. Thanks, guys. Yeah. How is what's his name that crashed? Is he?
Helmet down that third straightaway, the NZ1. Nice bit of work there from the third place rider, looking to close up a bit of a gap there. But Peyton looks like she's done enough to take a win for Moto 3. I'm good, thank you. Sorry.
Okay, can we have the elite riders, please, to the side of the start hill here, the side of the start riders, so we can have a presentation, please. Okay, elite riders, can you come over here, please, to get your presentation? 1:30 was the time. I think we might as well keep racing going till we get them all here, or we're going to kill another half hour. So that's not my call, but if it was up to me, just bang that gate away, brother. Here they come. Looks like Sonia Pett. She looks like a school teacher with all the kids behind her. Hold hands when you cross the street, kids. Just to let you know, the UCI rules, they love everyone to stay in their race gear so that when they black these photos worldwide, you don't look like a bunch of misfits. No swear words, Tony. Particularly not on Sunday. Hey, so the first Windows and Doors National Championships, prize giving. Starting with the Women's Junior in second spot, we've got Olivia Levens. Is Olivia in the house? Have we got an Olivia? Up she goes. And taking out the juniors for the woman for this year, junior woman, Holly Oldham, first place. Nice riding, Holly. Wrong one, Christopher. Go the other way, Chris. Chris, go the other way. Give the plate to, give the trophy to Olivia and the plate to Holly. Because Holly got first. Chris makes a living in admin, just saying. Okay, there's your junior girls. Okay, thanks girls. Next up, the junior boys. We'll have the whole lot of them up there. Starting in 7th place, Oliver Hannum. See there, Oliver, here he comes, Ollie. In 6th place, we'll have Nick Daniels. In 5th place, we've got Blakey Day. In 4th place, Cooper Merido. And the first to get the plates is going to be Bennett Grenoff. And second step on the box, if we had a box, would be Rico Behrman. And not dropping a lap all day was big bad Tassie Wakeland. Looking good in your race tops, boys. Second year in a row for Taz Wakeland. Run up first year, winning it second year. Nicely done. Okay, next class up is going to be the Woman Elite. In the 3rd spot, we've got Jessie Smith. Jess Smith obviously took out the world title at Belgium last year for the junior woman. In the second spot, the number 96, been riding forever, Sarah Walker. And with a great day out for the elite woman title goes to Te Aumuru's Rebecca Petch. So cool, these two have battled for a long time. It's great to see them lifting each other's level. Jessie as well. So the jersey that Rebecca's pulling on is the national champion's jersey. She has to ride that when she rides UCI events to let people know that she is our national champion. Okay, next up in the last class of the day, of course, the men elite. Just the 5 of them started, 4 of them finished. Poor old Cole, hope he's okay. That last straight digger was a meanie. So Cole's in 3rd and 4th place. We've got Cameron Jago. In 3rd place, lining up next to him is going to be Louis Cotton. Second place and into his 1st year elite. Picking up the top, riding awesome with Rico D'Anvers, who only bought his clip shoes today. And taking out the national title, the ever popular flying Michael Bias. Michael's had a fantastic run in the international series in the last 6 months or so. He's winding his way towards the Tokyo spot if he keeps on pinning it like he is. Doing some great work at the Supercross rounds. Hopefully he can get around and get some more. It's not a cheap way to live your life riding BMX. Yeah, well done, guys. Okay, thanks everyone. We'll get back to the North Harbour 1000.
We get it with Rebecca. Yeah, ready? Thanks, Rebecca. We go. Oh, here we go. We're hanging out with Rebecca Petch today. Congratulations, you took out the trophy. Is that your trophy down there?
Yep, sure
Okay,
is.
bring it up. Let's see it. Come on, let's have a look at this trophy. Look at that. Well done. Okay, so tell us about your experience today out here at North Harbour BMX track.
It was some pretty good racing. Pretty tight with Sarah and myself. The track's a lot different to what we're used to, so it was a little bit fun, but
How is it different from what you're used to, by the way?
so the track's a lot smaller, so we usually ride bigger jumps where we can like send it a little bit more, whereas here we're, I guess, backing off the pace a little bit and trying to get the backside and not miss it.
Yeah, because you're coming straight down that 8-metre ramp and then straight into a shorter jump than usual.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I guess it takes a little bit of adapting and being a little bit more switched on.
Yeah.
So it's good that we can like get the opportunity to try stuff like this. Like you never know, we might hit into it. Like in Europe, you just don't know.
Absolutely. Now it must be crazy for you because Sarah Walker, I imagine she is someone that you look up to, and she trained you a lot as well. Is that correct?
Yeah. So in my younger days, I was in her team, which was really good. It set me on a good path, and now we're trained together, and we're quite good buddies, and yeah, it's really good. We push each other and being able to race against her, and hopefully we both make it to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that must be crazy, racing against the person that trained you, and obviously you have such good friendship as well.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, we're both doing it as much as we can to try and qualify 2 riders. So yeah, it'll just be cool to have us both there, and pretty special.
Absolutely, and you guys are such amazing examples for all of the younger girls and the younger risers coming up. Have you noticed that a lot of girls are getting into the sport?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of younger riders and girls than for when I first started. It was mainly a boys' sport, but it's definitely evening out with girls and boys, so it's awesome to see.
That's awesome. What would you like to say to all of the girls watching that are thinking about getting into BMX?
So just as long as you're having fun, just keep at it, and just keep doing your best. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, now just remind us, where to from here? You've just taken out nationals over here. What does this mean for you?
So I'm heading off to Europe in April to try and get some more Olympic qualifying points. Probably there for about 2 months and go on to Worlds. And then we find out for selection in June.
Congratulations once again. Well done, Rebecca Petch. First place here at Nationals, and I look forward to watching you in Worlds. Well done.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Okay. Really cool meeting you. Oh, you almost could, eh? Yeah. Just tell. Oh. All right, Michael, tell us about your performance today.
Yeah, I'm stoked to be national champ. That was my goal, to be national champ today, so stoked to pull off 3 consistent races and be crowned champion of New Zealand.
That is fantastic, man. And what do you think? How did your peers go out there today? Was it a close one?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, if you see the racing, they're nipping at my toes every race, so I'm stoked to be able to edge ahead in this close racing and, like I said, win 3 times and be national champ.
Fantastic. Love your mindset. Do you have like a mantra or something that you go by that just reminds you to get out there and give it your best?
Actually, today one of my close friends fell off a month ago, and he's been in the coma since. So today I just had his number on the back of my number plate and just thought about him. I mean, BMX is cool, but at the end of the day, his health is more important than our sport. So that was sort of with me today. Just do it for Kai, and stoked to pull it off.
That's fantastic. You did an amazing job out there. What would you like to say to everybody watching that's thinking about getting into the sport?
Yeah, obviously it's an awesome family environment. If you come down here and have a look, you'll see how many kids are here with their families, and you make so many friends. So come down, give it a go, and I'll see you down here.
Absolutely. And just one more time, what does it mean for you winning today? Where is this going to slingshot you to?
Being national champ, it doesn't get better than that. So I can't wait to carry this momentum into the European season and the World Champs in America later on in the year. But perfect start to the season, so I'm stoked.
Congratulations. Awesome hanging out with you, brother. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Sweet, man. Okay, now. Okay, junior elite champion. Yeah. Holly Oldham. Okay, here we are. Lucky enough to be hanging out with Holly Oldham. So you are our junior elite women's champion.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Congratulations. So tell us, what was your biggest challenge today?
Probably just going off an 8-metre hill. It's my first weekend going off a big hill like that. So yeah, just getting comfortable with that was my biggest challenge.
Really? You've never actually had to go down the 8-metre before?
No, it's my first year doing it. So yeah, first time this weekend.
How did you find it compared to the normal lower hill that you go off?
Oh, it's just a bit steeper, so it's a little bit scarier, a bit more speed, but yeah.
Absolutely. Any other technical parts of the track you found quite difficult?
It is quite a technical track, so I was just getting used to that in the short time that I had on it. So yeah.
Obviously you got used to it really well because you took out the competition. How does it feel to be national #1 junior elite champion?
You know, it's really cool. It's
pretty special. Have you been here before?
I haven't, no. This is my first time on this track, so.
Oh my goodness, so what does this mean to you then? Mean for you?
I am, really happy with how fast I picked everything up in this year.
Have you raced overseas before?
I have, yeah. I've done the last couple of World Champs, and I've been over to Aussie once as well. Yeah.
So where to from here? You've just taken out nationals. What's next?
Probably aiming for Worlds, but yeah, see how that goes and just focus on the rest of the season and just
That's so cool. Now, who would you say your biggest supporters and inspiration are in the sport, Holly?
Definitely my parents.
Oh, that's so cool. Tell us a bit about your parents. Like, what do they do for you?
Really supportive, and this year do anything to get me everywhere and around the country and around the world, and yeah.
That's amazing. So where are you based?
Alexandra, so bottom of the South Island.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you and you regularly have to, travel to all parts of the country.
There's not many other girls down there, so kind of have to come up here for the competition. So.
Well, you're clearly very motivated yourself there.
Yeah.
What keeps you motivated to be in this sport, especially when you live way down in Alexandra?
I just really enjoy riding my bike. Yeah, just love it. Yeah.
Well, then tell us, how did you even get into it in the first place?
Well, in year 6, I did a speech on Sarah Walker, and it's the Olympic year, so yeah, decided to give it a go after that.
And here you are hanging out with Sarah Walker today. How does that feel?
No, it's pretty cool to be riding with her and racing her.
Well, congratulations, Holly Oldman. Give me a handshake. First place today, Junior Elite Women's Champion. Well done.
Thanks.
Congratulations. It's so cool how your family support you like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to find another one.
Okay, we're going to do another interview with someone. Oh, thanks. Or another winner, or just anyone? Yeah. Hang on, I'll just find another winner. I don't know if there is another winner. I've kind of done them all. Okay, we'll do a wrap up. Okay, cool. We'll go through a wrap up. Are you ready? Yeah, absolutely. And there you have it. It has been an amazing event. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been really cool getting in the heads of our champions. And it's one thing I've particularly really enjoyed was seeing how Sarah Walker holds herself. She's an amazing champion, a huge face of the sport for New Zealand. And she had a bit of, not the best day on the track today, but she's so supportive of all her peers. And it's really cool seeing all of the youngsters who look up to, say, Michael, for example, getting to hang out with him here at the BMX track. If you're thinking about getting into BMX, I definitely think you should. It's an amazing community, a lot of family support. Although our riders are all rivals when they're up there, they absolutely love hanging out with each other outside of the sport. So what does it mean from here? Well, a bunch of our riders are going to be heading off to Worlds, and of course we've got the Tokyo Olympics coming up, and I'm sure we're going to see some of our riders make it through there. Hopefully Sarah Walker and Rebecca Petch will both make it, and I hope we'll see Michael there as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. It's been awesome having you along for the ride. I wonder if